Hi everybody, and today I'd like to show you the differences between a contour plate and a profile, also used as a plate. Now, if we look here, I've got a contour plate at the top, 10 thick, as well as a profile at the bottom, 10 thick as well. Now, simply put, I made them exactly the same size and dimensions. And the second one is, of course, a copy of the first that has only been shortened somewhat. And this is to illustrate a simple point on the difference between them. Not much difference when it comes to the model itself. Biggest thing here is the ability to modify the size of the plate, which is a lot simpler for a contour plate. A beam profile, on the other hand, is a lot more limited, as the width will have to be determined by the profile itself. Although the contour cut or polycut can easily be changed. Now, the biggest difference between these two, of course, comes with the drawings. Your problem is that Tekla often will rotate a plate to have the longest side facing your horizontal. And this is not always the case, especially if using something like a grating where the direction determines the span. And therefore you'd always like to easily know what the span is, as you have to indicate it on the drawing. So, in this case, I will now quickly go show you the drawings. For the first one, it's fairly simple. It will be exactly the same as the profile drawing. Not much difference between the two. Now, the big difference comes with the second one. The second one, which of course has a length in a different direction than the first, and that will be this one here. Now, the problem is that the plate profile, or the contour plate, is going to shape it to have the longest point to the longest point, which is 1247, and is no longer straight. This happens often with contour plates. Tekla will determine the rotation depending on how you input the plate, the direction you selected, and a few other factors. So, in order to use something like this, where you want to determine a direction, it is better to use the profile command, and therefore you will know that the direction of the horizontal will be the one you want it to be, and therefore a lot more controllable. And I think that's it for profiles.